Well, for so many of us, so much changed in the last year, including our friendships. While some may have flourished, others fell to the wayside. The culprit? Neglect. Joining us now, Jason Harris, an advertising executive with a who's who of clients, including Ben & Jerry's and Peloton. He's also the best-selling author of The Soulful Art of Persuasion. Good morning, Jason. Thank you so much
Good
for helping
morning.
us with this time, because, when it comes to relationships, we want them to have an impact, especially our friendships, right? Not just the people that we call our family. So I do have some of my co-hosts that are going to join me a little bit later on, but I want to start with what different friend personalities are. I have a small group of friends from various times of my life, I'm not always the first to reach out. So you say set a reminder.
I do, yeah. So during COVID, we've focused on the basics, but not really on our friend network or our business network. And I have a philosophy called never let relationships drop to zero. And it's really about being disciplined with your friendships and with your network. We focus on our work meetings, our kids' class schedule, but not enough on managing our friend network and our business network. So set a reminder is one easy way to do it. Set a repeating reminder in your calendar, maybe quarterly, to check in on someone that's in your network or your lapsed friends group, and make sure you check in with them, give them a call, text them, but make sure it's a reminder so you don't forget it and you don't put it off and never get to it.
I guess the tough part with that is it seems so perfunctory, yet you want your friendships to be organic. So should I
Yeah.
just get over that?
I think so. I think we do so much in our life to be organized, and it's one area that we, just like what you're saying, Marisol, we think about it as, well, that doesn't seem authentic. But why do we put other priorities on things that are less important in our life?
True.
Use the same mechanics that you would use for work or school or any other part of your life.
We're showing video of people working out, and I have to say that is how I've kept some of my friendships. I've said, you know what, let's go work out together. Let's go for a run together. And that actually has helped. But the other piece of
That's
advice,
awesome.
thank you. The other piece of advice you say is to connect with 4 people a week. You say just
Yeah.
4?
Yeah, so just 4. So keep it simple. This is what I do. This is a technique that I use, and I block off 10:30 to 10:50 Monday through Thursday during my work week, and I'll make sure I use that time to reach out to someone in my network. It could be business, could be a friend network, and I use that 20-minute block in my calendar so it reminds me that I'm going to do that 4 times a week.
Did it always have to be the same 4 people? 4 different
No,
people?
it's always different every
Oh,
week.
always different.
It's different. Always different. Always
Okay.
different. Could be your workout crew. Could be old friends from college. Could be someone at your past job that you lost touch with.
Okay.
Whoever it might be. Yeah.
I will say one thing that did happen with the pandemic, I reconnected with people from high school, people I haven't seen since 1992. And
That's
we keep threatening
that's
to get
unusual.
together. I know it's very, very
Yeah.
strange.
Yeah.
But we keep threatening to get together, and I promised them that we would by the end of the summer. This next one I never thought of, but makes complete sense. You say shift from social to personal. What does that mean?
That's So next time you think of something that you read that really speaks to you, or it could be a tweet, it could be a TV show you're watching, whatever it might be, instead of just posting it for the world on your networks, think about going through your contacts and figure out someone who might love the Queen's Gambit when you started watching that, or whatever new show that you're watching, or whatever, some article on George Floyd that you just read. Think about who that would speak to and send it to them instead of just posting it for your entire group. And it creates a one-on-one personal connection and network. Of course, you're still going to post on your social channels, but think about it as starting a personal conversation, and it lets people know that you're thinking about them and that this reminded you of something that you guys shared.
I like that. That's a great tip. The last thing you say is connect your network. What if you have a lot of different networks? We have our work network, our family network, our friend
So,
network.
so you could look at your 1992 school network and your workout network and try to think about bringing people together. Look for opportunities to introduce people. Don't force the interaction, but just make the introduction and leave it up to them, because your goal is to value relationships for their own sake. and that includes people's relationships. So someone in a similar field or industry, maybe someone going through life changes, that you have one friend going through similar life changes and you think they should connect. I'm a big fan of not just keeping your network to yourself, but really creating connections all across your network.
I love that. Jason Harris, thank you so much for your sage advice. Maybe I'm going to hook
Thank
up
you.
the girls from the 1992 crowd with the girls from the 2019 crowd and see how that shapes
Yes,
up.
and sit back and see what happens. You know,
Either a recipe for disaster or matches made in heaven.
it could be both.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your
All
time
right, thanks,
today.
Marisol. All right, take care.
Absolutely.